if you are unhappy with current business results and emotional clashes with colleagues are draining energy and you want to improve this for good, then I want to share with you one inner practice that has helped me and my clients to improve the business results and also relationships with people around. 4 years ago, I was in a situation where I was mostly angry, irritated, frustrated, having clashes with colleagues, and the results also were quite bad. And they were getting worse. It was like a downward spiral. And when I look back, then I see that most of the things that we tried doing back then, they were more like stress responses rather than creative acts of inspiration. Later, I learned a technique which initially seemed too simple that it could even work. But with time, as I saw it from many other dimensions in many other books on psychology and spirituality, then it clicked for me how and why it actually works. And since then I've practiced it, and I really can attest it works for me and also for my clients. And I want to go deeper into what it is and why it works before explaining the steps, saying simply positive results come from positive attitude. As I said, it sounds very simplistic, but let's go deeper into it. When is it easy to have positive attitude without forcing ourselves to do it? It is when we have everything that we desire. Because look, if I have everything that I desire, then for anyone or anything, it's quite hard to irritate me, to get me upset or react out of fear, because I already have everything. And then what remains is that I can act from inspiration, and with other people I can act from acceptance and love rather than neediness or desperation. And this ties into one law of universe which I have found to be very true, which is basically it consists of two steps or two parts. One is to fill the inner void with inner love, and to outside, to other people, to give love and acceptance, and in this order. Because in the past I have already heard quite a lot about that if you accept other people, then things start to work out better and smoother, but it never worked for me. I'm such a person who can get irritated quite fast. So how can I accept someone if he's not doing the job properly? And then it creates a fear reaction in me that if you don't do your job properly, then my company will fall. And if my company falls, then all other chain reactions happen, right? So your underperformance is scaring my needs and scaring me. Therefore, finding this first part, which is filling inner void with inner love and how to do, it creates reverse positive actions, because then I feel good. I can radiate feeling good to other people. I can attract people who feel good with me. And those people can attract good outcomes, good consequences for me. And now let's go into the steps. What does it mean, this filling inner void with inner love, and how to do it? And there are very practical and simple steps, and we need to be in a space where there's nobody disturbing us. In this example, there's only my dog at the moment. And what do? So you sit down, and as the first step, you find what is it that you desire. Maybe it's a new house, or a romantic partner, or certain income. So something that you do not have, but you certainly want to have it. So you find this feeling about what it is, thought and feeling, and then find it in the body. When you think about this desire, where do you feel it in your body? And then you focus at the same time on the feeling of desire and the object that you desire, and on this feeling in the body. In my case, I feel tension here usually, but you might feel something else somewhere else. So you feel it, and you just stay with this feeling. You feel how there is something somewhere is happening in the body. And then the next thing is you ask yourself, can you register how this desiring creates a feeling of lack, that you do not have something? Yes, I feel there's some lack, some void, because there's something that I want from outside to put inside to ease this tension that I feel here. And the next step is you ask yourself, are you okay at least for a moment to let go of this desire? And then hopefully the answer is yes, at least for a moment I can do it. And then the next thing that we do is, while breathing out, you kind of let go at the same time two things, this tension, and this desire for this thing. So it's like, so this type of relieved sigh out. So first you let go the desire for the thing, and second you let go the whole situation. It's like I let it float away. And the next thing is I shift my focus from wherever it was to area around my belly, or like 5 centimeters below the navel. So I shift my focus there, and without any forceful breathing, I'm just breathing, focusing there, and focusing to find a feeling, emotion of calmness and calm happiness inside of me. And in most cases, definitely you can find this feeling after these two releases. So you are sitting, focusing on this feeling of calmness and happiness inside, and let it grow while you are like breathing in. It grows even bigger, and this way you can feel how it grows until it fills your whole body. And you sit with it for a minute or 2 minutes, and you will really, most probably you will feel similar as I feel, some even like very positive tingling in the body, and you feel how this positive energy just fills the whole body. And then you sit with it for a while. And this is it. This is the whole exercise of filling inner void with inner love. Because what you do next is you repeat this exercise several times a day, and then several weeks, and then several months. And then it starts to change not only how we feel in our body, but it starts to change how we think, how we decide, how we act, how we lead. Now, one could ask, yes, okay, but isn't it some just imaginary path which is not real? Well, it is and is not real. When I started doing this, I wasn't in a good place. Work-wise, I wasn't clear what to do. I had almost no clarity about my future financially. I had experienced a breakup recently, and I was depressed, so I had anxiety, stress, depression, many of these negative emotions, which one could say that are not allowing to switch to this positive space. But exactly this exercise, among other things, but also this exercise importantly, was one of the very important stepping stones to step into a place where I feel good about myself and in myself. And then from this place of feeling good, I can then, when I interact with other people, I can accept them because they are not able to affect my sense of well-being so much anymore, because I know where and how to find it. Also, by the way, it's possible to do this exercise much faster way. It's like first breath out, I let go the desire, whole situation, and breathe in a smile and feel good. So 3 breaths and I can already shift my feeling, how I feel at the moment. For example, can do it in some heated moment with some colleague or someone, anyone. And now finally a few words about accepting. When I have this inner sun, inner smile in me, feeling good, then it's really easier to accept the other person, but it doesn't mean that I need to accept underperformance. What I am accepting, I am accepting the other person as he or she is, and that he or she is acting this way. So I'm not punishing them or condemning them or pushing them to change. You know, there's no this tension or negativity coming. But instead, I'm thinking about the behavior, the performance, and I'm thinking, is it okay for me or is it not okay for me? If I'm a CEO and I have, for example, a salesperson who is constantly under-delivering, then I'm not accepting this. But then as I do not make the salesperson my enemy, but I can accept him as a person, then this allows me not to go into some fog of irritation and angriness, but instead to be curious and go to explore together with this person what is actually happening. Maybe there are some procedures that are not allowing them to do their job properly. Maybe we are targeting the wrong market. Maybe there's something off in the lead generation. So there could be many things which are not related to the person. Of course, then other set that could be related to the person. Maybe he needs additional training. Maybe he's upset about some conflict we had some time ago. Or eventually maybe he's not in the right place. But even then, in a more friendly vibe and attitude, I can help him to find a better place either in our company, or it's not the case, then somewhere else. And then you see how instead of us ending up being enemies or kind of enemies, we can still remain friends even if we part our ways. Also, I want to give proper credentials. The law of universe, which is about love, working on inner love and giving love outwardly, this comes from one book which is about laws of the universe, how universe operates. Sounds very esoteric, right? I've read that book. Actually, it's a PDF. I read it, reading already third time, every time finding new and new angles. And this release technique, I learned about it in Frederick Dodson's book about rising inner energy levels. His book has been really profound for me. I will put links to both of those resources next to the video. If something resonated or you have questions, please get in touch with me. You can find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn. Have a good day.